All right, we are live for our final round of our pre-season. It's the TART Touring Car Championship, and we've just got race control in the background there. Basically just checking in on everybody, doing a bit of a radio check, and yeah, hi, it's Sunday. Welcome. If you're watching this back, which I'm sure most of you on track now are watching it back to see how sexy you look on track. I apologise for everything in advance that I say and do. I'm not a professional. I'm just someone who really likes doing this. So, we are at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. It was built back in the 60s, actually. Don't know a whole lot about Mid-Ohio. But we did a few laps around here on Friday, and I can tell you it is it's a tricky track. There's a lot of undulation. There's a lot of blind corners, and you really need to pay a lot of attention when you're doing a lap around here. Just looking at Ashley Lair on track now at the moment, one of our front runners. And his main protagonist, Joseph DeJesus, won't actually be with us this evening. He doesn't want to buy the track. So if that's any indication about how tricky this track is, literally people don't even want to know about it. And we're just on board with Ash, who's chasing down Chris Noble at the moment. So let's do a lap. This left-hander, you chop one gear here and you just try find that apex. Run it as wide as you can. You see Nova uses much of the road as he could there. Into this double apex right-hander. Meet it once here. Noble runs wide. Really takes a lot to arrest the speed there. Get on the power as early as you can as you run down this big back straight. It's got a little kink in it here. Try to take out those cones if you're willing. And you come down to China Beach now. Brake at about the 400 meter mark as hard as you can. Try and make that apex. Ash runs a little bit wide there. And just ease on this left hand. It goes over the rise and gets very light there, and we go into the S's. It's a right-hander, left-hander. Over the rise, there's a right-hander too. There it is. And turn 9, right-hander onto Thunder Valley. This is a cool little section. Down the chute, under the bridge, and then hard against the fence here. Braking at the 200 meter mark. Just clipping that apex. He's taking a little bit easy through there and sets himself up for the double apex carousel, which will lead us back onto the main straight. He's got a little kink in it here. And that's a lap. Cheers, Ashley Lair, number 10. Very cool. Just looking at Ryan Howe, Liability Howe, and the blackout version of the Alpha Racing team. As he finds the grass, finds the sand, keeps his foot on it. Good man. Love it. Good on you, buddy. Good on you. Guy's got a lot of pace. He's cut to his teammate, Chris Noble. And the cleaner, more standard AlphaTauri style Audi 90 GTO. And these guys are just coming into the last 5 minutes of practice, so just working out a little bit of consistency. This track will reward a smooth rhythm. And you see the undulation and the flowy left and right. Let me jump on board here with Justin Howe. Old Howie runs the Pro Truck Showdown series, and he's got a livery to support that as well, so him and a few of the Pro Truck boys have jumped over to join us in the Audis while they prepare for another season in 2022. So very cool to have Howie with us and all the guys that came over with him too. Great bunch of lads, and really quick races as well. They love their Audis. They really love their Audis. So tell you what, we've got the last 4 minutes of practice now. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at our theatre for this evening. And here we go. It's Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. It's 19 degrees at the moment, 6 degrees humidity, clear skies and just a light breeze. got the 30-minute practice session happening right now, which will finish off with a 10-minute qualifying session. These guys get 3 laps. Now, they've got just enough fuel to do the 3 laps, and this is all a group qualifying as well, so they're going to have to sort themselves out, find a little bit of real estate so that they can get a good lap in. There's a little bit of tow to be made down the back straight, so there may be some team tactics going on. Just watch for the Alpha Racing team guys to come out line astern. Race 1's 12 laps, 43.44 kilometres. So we try to keep race 1 around 40 kilometre mark. And then race 2, our feature race, will be 20 laps, where we focus around about 70 kilometres for each feature race. 72.4 kilometres for this one, with a reverse top 5 from the first race as well. So that's our format for this evening. This is a little bit of a revised format, just to have a shorter stream, some quick, sharper races, and hopefully some better racing as well. Race 2 does have a mandatory pit stop, so yeah, we'll have a little bit of strategy involved because they do not have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. So watch out for all the little tech heads to do a little bit of math on the fly and see if they can come away with a result. And we're just looking at Matthew Harriott there. He's parked on the side of the road in his brand new Benson and Hedges livery. Shout out to the Tony Longhurst, Denny Holm, Paul Morris livery, made famous in the Australian Touring Car Championship. And Jordan Knockold's in the Chill Out Systems livery. Currently the featured livery on Trading Paints, which is pretty cool. As Jordan tries to figure out pit lane. I think you got it. You found it, mate. You're in pit lane. We're just having a look here at the carousel, which is a cool little section as they come onto the front straight there. Jeff Calvert. He's uploaded a photo, but the way that I've got it set, that's brilliant. Oh, you creeper. Mr. Jeff Calvert on the 026. He's got himself a consulting livery there. Looking very cool, mate. Looking very slick. Loving that, son. So we're on board with Mr. Calvert. We'll just take your face off there. You can see there, around about 257 kilometres an hour. And he takes a bit of a wider entry into that one, which really good for a bit of pace through this left-hander. Very light over the rise. And then to the S's. You can see how much the speed gets arrested as they go through these very flowy bands. Very nice entry onto turn 9 there. And then to Thunder Valley. And that's the end of practice. They've been shown the checkered flag. And are we looking at a replay there, I think?
Thrillhouse.
Alright, the boys are just coming out on track now. 10 minutes of qualifying, and just like we predicted, the Alpha Racing Team boys line astern there. Getting out early. It's like Noble's gonna go into the weeds. I think he was just trying to go wide there to give his teammate the lead, and he's Ryan's taken off, so I think he's abandoned team orders. Catch you later. Alright, so they're just on their outlaps at the moment. Really impressive grid for this evening. And we hope to see that increase when we start our official series as well. So they've all made a little bit of gap here. Good to see. Warm welcome to Jasmine Beach as well. Our first female in Thrillhouse, so welcome. And rocking the LMP livery as well. So on board with Ashley Lair. The Learjet. Oh, I think with Joseph the Jesus not around, the shackles are going to be unleashed. You can see him. Look how clever this man is. Slows it down. Gives himself a nice amount of lead up. A little bit of left right. Just wants to try keep a little bit of temp in these tyres. So if anyone knows iRacing, it's all about right on the brake, mate. Left and right's going to do absolutely nothing for you. But at least it looks like you're preparing for a lap, so that's what matters. Alright, here we go. Another one sitting on lap. We've got Ryan setting the pace at the moment. Alright, starting the lap early. Starting it on Thunder Valley here. And you'll see the Alpha Racing Team boys will come through with a time very shortly. So we're on board. Going into turn one. Down one gear. Bite that apex. Get on the gas early. Run it as wide as he can. A little bit of hesitation there. Short shoot down to this double apex right-hander. Arrest the car. Wants to get away from you underneath the brakes. Tightens on the apex. Run it as wide as he can and onto the power. Down this long back straight. Hard onto the brakes here. Here's where it gets very light. So we'll try to get some timing up on the screen, but it's giving me all the timing in one lot, so I can't see who's who won at the moment. Oh, SDK, you're a beautiful thing. So we'll just stay on board here with Ashley there. Good to have Tarmac Terry back out on track with us this evening. Matthew Harriet as well. Tarmac comes through on the final, so 121 for Tarmac Terry's. We'll try this timings. Yeah, we're not really getting the info we want there. The time of the screen, which kind of throws a few spanners into the mix. But what would a test session be without a few spanners? As we jump on board here with Sammy Collins. Sports sedan-like type, sort of, kind of, maybe driver. Yeah, so let's see. Ryan Howard just did a purple second sector there. Very nice smooth gear changes there by Jordan as he comes through, timing barriers. Start another lap. What a beautiful racetrack. Looks like a stupid amount of fun. Some great camera angles being shown at the moment. And we've got 4 minutes to go in qualifying. The Learjet. Currently P1. That's all I can see. I don't have a timing list. Why? Why? Do we close SDK and load it back up again? P2, Ryan Howe. P3, Chris Noble. Thank you, cameraman. Tarmac Terry. P4 as Sammy Collins finds the tyre barrier. Woohoo!
Thrillhouse.
No, I don't think our replays are working at the moment.
Thrillhouse.
Unfortunately, we got some issues with the replay feature, so we're just gonna. Well, we'll figure that out another time. We'll remove that one from our screen. Howie in P7, rocking the jandal position. Man after my own heart. Expect a quicker time here from Howie. He's usually one of our front runners, and we're just struggling a little bit with this track. Yes, he's bowled a big wide. He's out into the weeds, so just struggling a little bit with this track, and puts the power down to show a little bit of frustration. So that's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him big time, because he's going to miss the opportunity to do another lap. And that might be run and done for Howie. So Learjet currently P1. Can he improve on his time? He's crosses the coming up to the third sector now. Still behind a little bit. Chris Barnes P14. And just got 1 minute to go, so Ash parks it. Welcome to Thrillhouse, Chris Barnes. The Barnesy podcast. We'll have to check that one out. And it'll be interesting to see how these newcomers go against the Thrillhouse stalwarts. Really awesome to have such a sort of broad group of guys and girls on the grid with us, which is cool. And that will be the last car out on track. And we'll just tick down the last few seconds of qualifying and bring you up some results. And then hopefully they come up.
Thrillhouse.
Do we get some results up on screen? We have got a grid. All right, here we go. So we got the Learjet out of P1 with Ryan Howe alongside in P2. Chris Noble jumps Tarmac Terry at the end for P3. Tarmac Terry P4. Sammy Collins and Jordan Knockolds and Lockout row 3. Row 4, Howie and Cal Draft and Schooner. Row 5, Todd Varacalli and Sam Stride. Matthew Harriet, Jeff Calvert. Next page, we've got Matty English, Chris Barnes, Jasmine Beach, and Stephen Black rounds out the 16 cars that we have for today. And we just get rid of the grid there. How do we clear that off? Come on, Mike. We need to hide that one. We need a hide button for the grid. Alright, the boys and girls are just starting the grid up now. Oh, they look sexy. They look good. 16 of them. Here we got the shot of the starting grid. It's a very short shoot. At Mid Ohio down to turn 1, they Generally, at this racetrack, they actually start the races on the back straight for rolling starts and multi-class. But this is a standing start, and we're not here to fuck spiders, so we're we're gonna send them into a short, sharp descent into turn 1. Now, we had a bit of a test race on Friday, and that man on your left-hand side tried to shut the door on your pole sitter, and it did not go to plan and caused an almighty pile-up. All right, here we go, lads. 5 lights, 4 lights, 3 lights, 2 lights. And we're racing. Oh, beautiful start from the front row. There's a couple of cars that have balked at mid-pack, but everyone's away cleanly as they bowl into turn 1. Tarmac Terry gets around the outside of Noble, so he's got himself a really good start, and he's got some position there. The Learjet leads him into the first of the little double apex hairpin for the first time, and onto the back straight. He's got a little bit of a gap. Everybody gets through very nice, and what a very clean and respectful start to this lap through the kink. Down into this first of the heavy braking sections. Very hard to find your brake marker here. It looks like there's a bit of a move going on in the back. Oh, we've got 3 cars off. Oh boy, we've got big dramas. So that looks like the Kali. Let's get some what's going on here? There we go. Oh, big dramas. So Matty English, Sammy Collins and Todd Varacalli got involved in a bit of a drama back there. We might chance a replay later on, but let's just stick with this battle up the front. Learjet leads lap 1, followed by Howe, who's about a second behind at the moment. And then, Howie, hold on to it, son. He goes very wide. He's pushing very hard to stay with these guys. Noble goes wide. Oh dear, these guys are really struggling with the braking zones. That gives Stridey back up into P6. Harriet and Schooner going side by side down the back straight. Schooner got a really good run there. He's got some great pace in these Audis, old pal. He defends this angry little pack. Oh, Harriet's a little wide there. Noble a little bit wise on it to lunge. He's just gonna sit here through these S's. He's gonna set him up. Does he get on the gas earlier? Yeah, he makes a move. Harriet misses a gear. Noble's through. He's gonna have to start his recovery now and chase after Cal. So unfortunate incident there for Noble as we go back up to the front. Ryan Howe P2. Just bringing that gap down a little bit. And I think Learjet will just be managing it back to him. Tarmac Terry. One of our original champions. Great to have him back in that beautiful Golden Child livery as well. Beautiful shots. Oh, we got some drama in the back there. And there he is. The legend Tarmac Terry. And Jasmine's had an incident in the number 44. She's found the wall. And that's big damage to the LMP car. Howie out into the weeds again. Keeps it pinned through the sand. And, oh, that's just silly, mate. That's just silly. So, not having the best of runs at the moment, old Howie. And drops back down the order. On board with Jeff Calvert. He's on the back of Harriet now. Does Harriet get a better run out of the right-hander this time? He does. Oh, how a little bit wide there, but he might be just sitting up that late apex to get onto the... Oh, you see the little twitch on the rear of the car. So he's really pushing to get onto the back of the Learjet here as he brings it down to 7/10. Under braking, he's just reeling him in there. Great late braking there from Howe. So Ryan set the fastest lap of the race on lap 3 with a 1:20.1, which is absolutely flying in these cars. Absolutely flying. So he's hungry for it. Alright, here they go. About to start lap 6 as we check in with Chris Barnes, currently sitting P8 and 15 seconds off the lead. And he's just going through the carousel now to start his 6th lap as well. Beautiful shots on board. He's got a couple of seconds to make up on Cal Norton's Schooner, who's got himself into the Jandal position there. And Noble holding station in P6 at the moment. Jasmine Beach is just exiting the pit now after some repairs there, so did the wise thing and got the LMP Audi repaired and back out on track. So a lap down, but it's a tough slog, these Audis. And there's Cal drafting Schooner, car 421. Yeah, he's had some success in the Audis at Mount Washington. Had a great outing at one of our pre-season races as well, where what was that track? Charlotte, Roval. He had a good run there. He's currently sitting P7 and he won't be too happy with that one, but he'll take it. He's got 6 laps to try and make something happen. Stephen Black in the 082. One of our Thrillhouse regulars. Always in on the Friday nights, good for the banter. And it's made up a few positions there as well, which is really good to see. We just have to see who the movers and shakers are in this race. And looks like Jasmine's going back in. Not happy with the way that car's performing. Back into pit lane. Oh, here we go. It's on for the lead. So Ryan's pulled that gap into 4/10. He's right there. He can smell it. We're looking back at the Alpha Racing Team entry. Ryan Howe Racing. He's been putting in a lot of hours recently. Loving his sim racing. Well, we're all on hiatus from real motorsport. He's taken to it like a duck to water and chasing down one of the best, Ashley Lair. So let's just check the sectors here between Lair and House. So Ash is very quick through sector 3. That's Stridey, the second of the Aggressor Esports Racing Team cars. He's also in a battle with an Alpha Racing Team car, and that's Chris Noble. So the 2 team cars are locked together. How cool is that? And in between the 2 of them, there's Tarmac Terry and Jordan Knockholz. So very cool to have two teams represented in Thrillhouse. There's Sammy Collins. He's had some dramas at the start. And he's a very quick operator, making his way back through. Down 6 spots at the moment. Oh, and he's missed a gear there. And he's backing them up. And here comes Blackie, who's carrying a lot of damage. Takes a very peculiar line through there, but hey mate, you're keeping it on the black stuff, which is awesome. And this battle for the lead, it continues on lap 8. Through the carousel. That's not the carousel. Same, but different. Down the long back straight. It's got a little kink in it. Does he look for it? Oh, he does. He's going for a move. Leg gives him the space, but he knows he's got the inside line. Over the rise. Just see the Alpha car just lift a little. Car gets very light, very hard to control. Thinks wiser of it and backs out, but he showed his intentions. He wants that lead, and he wants it early. And Noble all over the back of the semi-stride. Does he go for a similar move? Great little battles. Stridey up 5 spots from the start. How good's that? Oh, and he goes a little bit wide. Noble gets down the inside, but he's going to be on the outside for the left-hander. Oh, he just falls back in line. Great racing. Nice, respectful battle. And they are on to lap 9 now. 3 laps to go. Noble's looking to the outside. He looks to the inside. He brakes late. He sends it down the inside, and he's going to take that position this time. Stridey gives him a wide berth. And the Alpha Drive Racing Team car gets through. So great move from Noble. Set that one up beautifully. And we check in with our leaders here, and Stridey's just gapped it away a little bit. So did Ryan push a bit too hard? And does he have a little bit more tyre wear now? We saw he was all over the back of him for a couple of laps, but he's just down to 8 tenths now. And these two have skipped away from everybody else. 9 seconds back to P3, Tarmac Terry. Doing a good job. Sammy Collins, P9. So looks like Blackie's had a drama, which sort of just freed Sammy from that battle. There's Tarmac Terry. Logging it down on P3. Car still tidy. Super clean racer. Oh, so good. Jordan Knockolds in P4 there. The beautiful Chill Out Systems livery. I don't say so myself. Jordan comes to us from South Australia. He's a real estate agent there. Member of HPF Esports. Used to do a bit of dirt back in the day. And did very well in the Sports Sedan series recently. He was running a Cadillac in that series. So great to have him on board with Chill Out again for another season. As we check in here with Calvert. Cal Norton Schooner holding it down in P7. So that's legitimate pace there. So he's actually making gains on Stridey. I mean, you've got to hand it to this guy. We met him a few seasons into Thrillhouse, and he wasn't a motorsport fan, really. He just didn't know about motorsport. He knew Gran Turismo, and he got involved, and he started to love it. And fast forward 2 years, and he's got the hang of it. He's got pace. He's put in the effort. I mean, this is a guy who fabricates his own gear. It's all a home job. These guys that he's racing against have got, $10,000, $15,000 rigs. And he's cutting shapes in a half home built rig of his, and he's He's doing so well. We check back in with the Learjet. He's 1 second out. I think Ryan's leaving his run a little bit too late now, pulling in a second on the Learjet for 2 laps. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. I don't think so. Learjet just needs to keep it tidy as we start the final lap. What a dominant race this has been from these two. And we saw that great little move from Ryan. Unfortunately, I think the wise head on these shoulders. Learjet. Phenomenal pace. And Schooner's had an issue. Schooner's back to P8. What happened there?
Thrillhouse.
So,
Thrillhouse.
don't think we'll get a... Yeah, my replays aren't working that well. That's all fine. There we go. The Learjet. Final time round the carousel. Our pole sitter crosses the line, P1. Great drive. Ryan Howe, P2. And then it is a long way. You keep waving that flag, boy. You keep... There he comes, Tarmac Terry, P3. Awesome drive from Tarmac Terry. Jordan Knockholes is going to bring it home, P4. Gets it sideways over the line. Great drive. And Noble, the recovery back to P5. Well done. Striding comes it home, P6. Got Howie a lap down there. Barnes, 7th spot. Schooner in 8th. Sammy Collins, down 4 spots from the start in P9. Varicali rounds out the top 10. Last of our drivers coming across the line now. Harriet and English 11, 12 and 13. Here's English. Blackie crosses the line. And I believe we'll just go one more car. You keep waving that flag, iRacing. Jasmine Beach, welcome to Thrillhouse. And that's race 1, run and done. And these audio issues are doing my head in. So yeah, wow. So heat 1. Actually, there, hypothetical 144 points for that one. So we've loaded in the points this time just to just one of the boys checking there for a warm up. So hey, there we go. It's a bit better looking. So the safety truck walked away with 48 points in that race. Well done, safety truck. And no, that was a cool first race. We'll have to work out what's going on with the replays. We're in touch with SDK who provide us these graphics, and we're just working out how to get these things done. You know, playing around with a few things, and yeah, there's a little bit to it. Lots to work out. So appreciate your support with everything, and we'll we start our first season in 2 weeks. So this is the final round of our pre-season. What we're saying here is this is the format. We like it. It's locked in. We like the length of the races. We like the pit strategy in race 2. We like the time that we start and how we race control. So yeah, looking forward to the start of it. We'll get a calendar out next week for everybody. Should be cool. We're just in a 5-minute warm-up session now as we get ready for race 2. One thing we've learned is race 2 happens pretty quickly. We usually stop in and have a chat with our race control, but I've been playing with too many buttons at the moment, so we'll check in with them very shortly. Okay, Lee, you got me there?
Yeah, Smoggy, how you going?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. How was that race for you, buddy?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty couple of intense battles there. It was a couple of incidents, but they were all redressed properly and, play on for everyone. A bit of a shame. Jasmine had a bit of hard luck there and had a bit of damage. And, but no, it was a good race. Good race. Good little track, this.
Yeah, we missed a couple of the incidents. We've got issues with our replay, and we've got issues with our graphics, so we missed a little bit of the action, but there were some good battles up the front as well, and it's great to have somebody else controlling the camera for once.
Yeah, no problem. It's working out well so far. I think James has actually messaged you a couple of spots.
Yeah.
No, this race 2 should be exciting, mate. What have we got? 20 laps.
20 laps with a mandatory pit stop, reverse top 5.
There's a possibility of a safety car with this kind of track. You never know.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave you to it, mate, because that race is about to start. They're starting to grid up now.
Cheers. Have a good call.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Awesome. So, our DSO for this evening. Just let me check in. Here's our theatre for tonight. Race 2, 20 laps, mandatory pit stop. They start to grid up now. Chris Noble starts on pole position. Reverse top 5, remember. And just the last of the cars to come through now. So, there's no need for the safety truck.
Thrillhouse.
But will it appear in race 2? Eddie English and Chris Barnes, just the last two to join the grid. There we go. All 16 cars are now on the grid. 5 lights. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're away for race 2. And they fan out. We've got dramas in the back. They're just trying to jostle for position there. So coming to turn 1. It's Alpha Racing Team 1-2. Howe's had an incredible start. Oh, and there's a big shunt. There's a big shunt. We've got damage. We've got big damage. And who's... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. They managed to sort themselves out, but it looks like the Learjet's got damage. Our race 1 winner, Knockholds, has got damage as well. And these guys are falling down the order. Oh dear. Howie at the back as well. And he's got big left hand down. He's got big problems here. Now these guys got to take a mandatory pit stop. So watch these cars they're gonna box for sure. Oh dear. So that all came down to a bit of an ordinary start. Tarmac Terry down 4 spots, so he didn't fare too well with that start as well. So we'd love to get a replay of that. And looks like it started with Howie going off track again. And Terry makes it back up to P6. Easy move through. But it's the Alpha Boys 1-2. Noble leading Howe. So they've managed to skip away from the drama. And here are your casualties from lap 1. Their jet gets his damage fixed. They do get 1 fast repair for the pre-season. He takes advantage of it. Collins and the Learjet, they've taken their fuel. And that is their mandatory pit stop done. So it forces them on the alternate strategy. What's happened to Tarmac? He's under big pressure here. In fact, he gets a hit. And Tarmac's into the wall. Oh, no. Oh, dear. He's got damage on the left front. Right front? Right front. And that was a very awkward moment. And looked like Calvert was just trying to turn in. But there was a car in the way. Looking back at Noble, he runs a little bit wide there. And his teammates all over the back. You can hear him. Where does he pop out? Blackie's in. He's got damage. He's in for his mandatory pit. So Howard's got into the lead. He made that move around the outside of Noble. Cal Schooner, he's up to P4. Unbelievable. Holding down one of our new drivers, Farrakali, in the Pennzoil livery. Just having a look at the pit times there. Howe with a 17.4 second pit. Learjet and Collins, you want to be checking these times. Don't think Blackie took fuel. It was a very quick stop. So Blackie's going to have to pit again, unfortunately. Unless he is on the big fuel save. Checking later as Tarmac Terry finds the grass again. So race 2 not going as well as race 1. Our third place sitter finds himself decked down in P12, 9 spots down. So, boy. And Noble, it's taken a little bit longer to get used to the Audi car. Audi car. He's doing a good job in P2 at the moment. Trying to hang on the back of his teammate. See if they can get themselves a 1-2 for the first time in our pre-season series. As you look here at Farrakali. So some of the race numbers not really working for us at the moment. on board with Jordan Knockouts. Caught up in that drama. Down 5 spots in P7. Hanging on the back of Matty English here. A beautiful Calsonic livery. So Knockouts sporting damage, but it doesn't look like it's hurting him too badly. And he's going to press on. So just looking back at our P13, Ashley Lair, 34 seconds off the pace. And we'll just keep an eye on that time there because he has absolutely gapped away from Sammy Collins, sorry. And he's on the charge. So this is going to be the undercut of all undercuts if he pulls this off. He's got clear air. He is a quick steerer. And I dare say he's got a little bit of red mist to go with all that. So, oh, here we go. Knockouts all over the back of English. Looks for a switch back there. So come through the S's. Oh, that was a carousel. They're about to start lap 7. Into turn 1. Much tighter lines there from Knockles, but just finding it very hard to get by as he's going to do a late break round the outside. English, very good. Hugs that apex all the way around. Who gets on the power first? Oh no, Knockouts. Tried to go around the outside, but clipped the grass and he's run it wide. And he's just going to have to reset and try again. 14 seconds off the lead. 14 laps to go. So he's got pace. He's just got nowhere to unleash it. And English will be smiling in his rearview mirror. He's up 7 spots. You want to get round me, mate? You're going to have to do it the hard way. And that was a beautiful little piece of defence there. And this is crazy. Look at this. Gal Schooner. He's all over the back of Stridey. One of the aggressive esports drivers. It's unreal to see. I just can't believe this guy's got pace now. It's insane. I just can't believe it. Stridey holding down P3. He's up 3 spots. Schooner up 4 spots. As we jump on board with the PP Victorian Bitter driver. Stridey shows him a little bit of the inside. He's even showing a little bit of maturity here. Gets on the power and he's just sitting behind him. Don't worry about it, mate. I'm not going to make a silly move like that and scrub off all my speed onto a long straight. I'm going to wait till you make a mistake. Better, I'm going to force you into one. Oh, he knows the track. He's maximising his entries. Very cool. And that's Harriet, an 8th spot. Oh, sorry, no. Who was I looking at there? Barrichelli. I'm getting confused by the 2 yellow cars. So Barrichelli's having a great run up 5 spots. And we got Blackie back into the pit, so that'll be getting that fuel he forgot to grab before. And the exit back's on the pit lane. English still holding off Knockouts. Oh, here's a move. Tarmac Terry gets around Jasmine Beach. She just let him have that one. Bit of a freebie for Tarmac. He gets himself back into the top 10. So eyes forward Tarmac. Still got over half this race distance to go. There's Knockouts is still trying to get around this 10 feet wide Audi 90 GTO. English doing a mega job. Absolutely mega. Yeah, don't give me any information for the Battle of 5th then. That's fine, don't worry about it. He gets through. He gets by. Well done, English. You held him up. You held him up for as long as you possibly could. But a man with that kind of raw speed, he's going to find a way. He finds a way. He's up to P6. And now he's about 5 seconds off the next car down the road. And you see in the background there, Jordan just exiting out of turn 1. There's Cal Norton's schooner. It's all over the back of Sammy Stride. And these guys are about 12 seconds off the lead. Let them check out for a bit. Tarmac is now ranging up to P9. So he's on a big recovery drive here. Still rocking a bit of damage from where he found the tyre wall that second time. He ranges up onto the back of Calvert here. It didn't quite go well for them last time through here. Tarmac goes the same again. This time Calvert is wise to him being down the inside and gives him the room. And Tarmac makes it into P9. And here we go. Learjet's still 34 seconds off the lead, so he's not making any gains on Howe. But he is 10 seconds down the road from Sammy Collins, and those two pitted at the same time. So we'll be looking to see when Howe pits. Noble's dropped almost back to 2 seconds off the lead now. So he doesn't quite have the pace to hang with his teammate. Chris Barnes, P8. Spotting a little bit of damage. And look at this run from Tarmac. I mean, this is an incredible recovery run. Let's see if we can get some sectors here. Who have we got? We've got Calvert pitting. Harriet pitting. Blackie back in the pits again. I think he might have parked that one. And Tarmac makes the move on Barnes, gets by, and he's up to P8. What a charge. You gotta remember, that guy in P8, he's been off the track twice. He's been caught up in all sorts of dramas. We jump back to Schooner. Still all over the back of Stridey. Having a mega race. They start lap 12. Lap 11. My apologies. Very nice, smooth gear changes here. From Stridey. Oh, Cal goes for the move. He gets down the inside. He's got it done. Does Stridey fight him back? They're going to go side by side down the back straight. Last of the late breakers. There's a little kink here that you've got to negotiate. Lots of room given. Cal gets across, covers him off. And it's a beautiful move from Cal. Well done. He's up into P3. He's up to P3. Barnsley makes his compulsory pit stop out of P11. Ooh, spinning in the pits. And here we go. Noble pits. Let's check these pit times. Schooner's in. P2. Okay, so who's in the pit? Noble's in the pit. 10-second flat pit time. Here comes Learjet up to P7. Stridey's in pit lane. Learjet makes it past Knockouts. Makes it past Stridey. Stridey's out. 9.6 for Stridey. Good stop. Tarmac pits from P9. What's his pit time? 11 seconds. So a bit slow there for Tarmac. And our leader, Ryan Howe. Out of no man's land at the moment. Running a beautiful race. And he pits. So the leader's in, lap 12. And this is crucial. Learjet falls in behind Noble. So he's still lost about 6-7. So Learjet's going to be about 10 seconds off Ryan's lead. Let's just check his pit time here. 9.9. Good stop from Ryan Howe. But this gives Schooner the lead. And here comes Noble. So Ryan easily out in front of his teammate there. In fact, he's put 5 seconds on him. So the pit entry and exit, he's managed to capitalize on that as well. But let's give this man some more love. Cal Norton Schooner out in the lead. Still yet to do his compulsory pit stop. But it doesn't matter when you're winning, you're winning. And this is just a great drive. Great couple of races for Cal. And that's awesome to see. He'll probably respond going for the overcut here. And he stays out. Ryan Howe, 3.9 seconds behind. Comfortable lead over his teammate, Chris Noble, who's sitting in P3. And the Learjet, who had that big accident, lap 1, sitting in P4. His teammate, Stridey, P5, 10 seconds, 11 seconds behind. We check in here with Jasmine Beach, having a much better run, a lot cleaner. And that's Matthew Harriet right in front of her. So the battle for 13th and 14th is on. They've run their pit stops. And this is the battle to the end. Tarmac's back into the pit lane. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's back down 12th, 14th. So he's had a drama. Schooner pits. Alright, so where's he going to pop out? Crucial pit stop for Cal. Ryan Howe retakes the lead. It's Noble going by now. P2. The Learjet. P3. P3. Here comes Stridey. Schooner's exiting. The battle for 4th. Schooner's rolling. Oh, here we go. It's going to be a drag race. Stridey gets by. Wow. With the quicker pit stop. Schooner was unable to capitalise. He loses that spot again to Stridey. And this battle is going to rage on. 5 more laps to the end. What a great race. These two are just turning it up. And I bet they've got smiles ears wide at the moment. Because this is just a great demonstration. A little dab on the brakes there, Stridey. Just uses it to reset the car, shift the weight, get himself set up for these S's. These cars, they are a handful to drive. It's this ain't your average Sunday drive. These things have no assist, and they're just giant boats to wrestle around. But they are a lot of fun. You can see in the background there, Jordan Knuckles, Sammy Collins have found themselves again. The two sports sedan drivers. And they're in P6 and P7 there as you see them in the background. And we start lap 16. And looks like Tarmac Terry is in the middle of that battle as well. Just out there circulating a lap down. Oh, here we go. We have a safety truck. Oh boy. 4 laps to go. We've had a drama. So Matthew Harriet's gone off the track. And we thought we were going to get away with it. But here comes the safety truck. Look at the back of it. Oh dear. I'll never not get sick of that. I hope you're enjoying the racing, everyone. Because this is gonna explode. There's our leader, Ryan Howe. He had a comfortable lead. And it all gets wiped away. And his teammate in P2. But look at that. And just in the background there, there's that in P3. What a recovery drive, and this plays right into the Learjet's hands. The winner of race 1, who had to pit after lap 1 on race 2 with heavy damage. How he made that back to pit lane is beyond me. It was massive left hand down. And he used the fast repair to his advantage. He's got his teammate and rear gunner. And here we go. Are they letting Tarmac through? So Tarmac's being waved by. He's getting the wave around. And he's just going to have to make hay here because the safety truck might want to go in this lap. We're not too sure if he'll stay out. There we go. There's the call from race control. So Ryan holds the pack. Oh boy. Crack out your grandma's finest china. This is gonna rage. Alpha Racing Team leads Aggressor Esports. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ryan goes. He's gone, and that's a beautiful gap. Noble actually backs up the Aggressor boys and gives Ryan that extra second up the road already. We'll bring up the live timing so you can check the stats here. As this is going to be a... Let's just say it, this is going to be a fucking epic battle to the end. As we jump on board with the Learjet down into the double apex right-hander. He's got the Alpha boys in sight. He's got 3 laps to do it. Let's get rid of Chloe off the screen. Let's get rid of the pit lap timing stuff. We don't need any of that crap anymore. We've got a battle to the end. Ryan's gone. Everybody gets away cleanly. Learjet round the outside, which will become the inside. Does he get around Noble? What a move! What a move! Noble tries to hang Ryan. He gets a little bit sideways, and the Learjet comes him off, and he's up to P2. That is a beautiful move. How? He's a second up the road already. Do we see something brilliant from the Learjet here? Is he able to pull in that second? That was a beautiful restart from Ryan. Noble played the team game. He didn't go when Ryan did. He called them all napping. And here we go. We start lap 19. Howe, Lair, Noble, Stride, Knuckles, Schooner, Collins, Barnes, Calvert. So Schooner's lost out a little bit there. Knuckles has managed to get through. And Collins, one of our other drivers who pitted early. He's up to P7. Nice recovery. We jump on board with Flame Cam. Oh, it's popping off. It's popping off like this race. We fire down the back straight for the second to last time. And Howe's maintaining that gap to 1.2. And they come into this little tight section. These S's and Sammy's wide. Schooner goes through. And Schooner up to P6. So he's struggled a little bit on the restart. He was having a ripper race. But he's getting a few spots back. Calvert there, P9. So he's up 2 spots from his original starting position. And Tarmac Terry is in the dirt again. So this is not his race. Still getting used to the Audi. It's a tricky beast. We start the final lap. The gap's down to 1 second. There's the smoke from Tarmac leaving the track. And this battle for the lead is on. Around the hairpin for the final time, onto the back straight. Looking back at the Learjet from Ryan Howe. It's down to 0.8. But there's not many corners left. Tightens up around the S's, over that rise for the last time. Here we go, the descent down through the S's. It's down to 0.6. I think he's just managing this gap. He knows if he just keeps it clean, keeps on the racing line, he makes up a bunch of time. Down through the valley. It's a short, sharp shoot, hard against that fence. Here he comes. Will he make a move at the carousel? He's too far back. And Ryan Howe, from start to finish, controlled the field, even on the safety car restart. A dominant performance from Ryan Howe. P1, well done. The Learjet. P2, Noble hangs on for 3rd. Stridey 4th. Jordan Knockouts 5. And Cal Norton Schooner, a brilliant drive in P6. Collins recovers to 7th. Barnes in 8th. Calvert 9th. English 10th. Beach, great drive from Jasmine in P11, up 4 spots. Barra Kelly brings it home in 12th. Harriet in 13th. And Tarmac ran into a few dramas in race 2. Brings it home 14th. We lost Blackie, we lost Howie, and wow. What an awesome race that was. Well done to all the drivers. That was just so cool. And we'll drag a few boys in to have a chat. G'day, boys.
Hey, Mikey.
How's it going, Ryan?
Oh, pretty good, mate. Pretty good.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, that was a dominant race from you, man. Well done.
Thank you.
So, we saw you gapped away about a second on that safety truck restart. What was the strategy there? Was that a team play, or did you just catch Noble napping?
Oh, I just went when I wanted to go, to be honest. I didn't tell anyone.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. As we see the 3 of you lined up on the grid now. So that was a great race, and we'll check in here with Noble. Noble, you held on the back of Ryan for a little bit there, man. Did you just not have enough in the tank for him?
Yeah, mate, I did the best I could. I just about a couple of tenths off the pace overall, so I did the best I could to hang in there, and I'm glad to get P3 in the end.
Yeah, man. No, you did a really good job, and He's out of
Can't do
fuel.
burnouts.
Oh no, he's gonna park it. He can't do burnouts. But yeah, great drive, Noble, to bring it home P3. And Ash, we're making a habit of talking to you.
Yeah, it happens a bit, doesn't it?
It sure
which is a good
does.
thing.
It does, mate. Mate, we had trouble bringing up the replay. Can you just walk us through what happened on lap 1?
Basically, the two cars in front of me sort of got together, and I had nowhere to go, and just ended up colliding with them and got damage and had to pit.
You got some massive left-hand down there. It was amazing you actually made it back to pit lane.
It was a bit of a handful, yeah.
So we watched the gap between you and Howe for a while there, and it was just staying stagnant. Were you keeping an eye on where you were going to sort of come out relative to the leaders?
No, it wasn't, to be honest. I was just sort of trying to drive as fast as I could and still try and look after the tyres a little bit and just hope for the best, really. And it didn't turn out too bad, and the safety car at the end was just a lucky bonus.
Yeah, we like to throw those ones in there for a bit of a mix. And Lee, you're unmuted now, mate, so you can say good day as well. Thank you, Mr. Safety Truck.
No worries at all. That was good. It was a good little. I was chuckling to myself when I thought we'd throw the safety car because it was going to make the race pretty interesting when it got going again, which it certainly did for a little bit there. So it was good.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm sure you became Ryan's best friend when you threw that safe truck.
Not really.
No, that's awesome, guys. Well, look, that was an awesome race, and I think that was the end of our sort of pre-season. So, what are you guys' thoughts on the format and the little changes that we made from last week?
Yeah, no, it was good. A lot shorter, which is good. And it got going a lot quicker.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like.
Thrillhouse.
Yeah, the race length's definitely a bit better, being a little bit shorter, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the new format.
Yeah, awesome.
Here we go.
Me
fans
too.
all around.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we'll leave you to it. I'll throw you back into the race chat there so you can flex to the other guys who are still in there. But thanks for having a chat with us, and congrats on the podiums.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Mikey.
Catch you later.
Cheers, mate. Awesome. All right, Lee. Well, I think we've hit the nail on the head with this one. So, yeah.
It wasn't a bad one, eh? It was good. It was really good. So the format really worked. This track, I think, is amazing to look at with these cars. You know, it's the whole vibe, the whole Thrillhouse vibe with these Audis and this track and these American tracks. It's a really cool little setup, and I'm glad all the guys are enjoying it. Good to see some new faces and bring on the season when we kick off.
Yeah, that's it, man. No, I'm really excited for this. This one, it's still a lot to work out. We've got little, tweaks to make, but I think we've come in leaps and bounds since we first decided we were going to do this. So happy days. Thanks for everything that you do, Lee. I'll catch you later, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Awesome. All right. Well, better throw me up at some point. There I am. Hey, how's it going? Well, I never really threw this one up much because I need a bit of a shave and bobby cam's not working, and I completely forgot about it. So, yeah, in all honesty, even though I wasn't controlling the cameras this time, I was still a bit of a deer in the headlights trying to bring up all the stats and focus on the racing and stuff. And I think just a little bit of a little bit of practice makes perfect, really. So I'm not too phased about it. But yeah, cool. Thanks for tuning in. If you did tune in, if you're watching this back because you're in the race, thanks for joining Thrillhouse. So, yeah. All right. I'll leave you to it. Have a good time. Catch you later. Peace.